Welcome, Brony Nerds and Gamers, to Minecraft, and this is another episode of Quintessential Brony. We just left off in the last episode. We got ourselves in this nice little hovel we were digging. Um, when I play Minecraft, I usually play one of two ways. One, I just continue to mine straight down, until either I get to a cave and then I pretty much don't want to explore anymore, or I dig down until I hit bedrock and then I just kind of like dig around from there. Um, However, if I'm not finding much iron, which I did find some iron, but I didn't find that much iron. So I guess I might not be staying here much longer. Here, the other thing I try to do when I play Minecraft is that if I am not really finding much, and all I'm getting is a lot of stone, which I am getting a lot of stone. There's nothing wrong with getting a lot of stone, but it's not conductive uh, to surviving in Minecraft. Because I need to also find cows, and I need to find cows. And I know my phone just went off, and I'm planning a trip this weekend, so I'm just talking to a friend right now about that. But you guys don't come here, or at least I don't think you come here, just to hear me talk about Minecraft. So, oh, I already had another pick. Let's talk about uh, another subject that that I wanted to rant about. I was on Twitter recently, and I had mentioned that I really felt like having a political conversation. What was that? No. And someone responded with, "The minute you talk politics, you will all lose all of your followers." And I understand what they meant, but at the same time, I still wanted to, because there's a lot of things that are going on in America specifically, but also all around the world, that I want to talk about. There are uh, upheavals in the Middle East. There are policy changes going on all around in European countries, and people in America have learned that you cannot simply ignore um, the politics of the world. Whatever happens, people, I guess people in America say that anything that happens in America reflects that much more to other countries. And it's kind of true in that whenever something in America goes so stupidly wrong, everyone else in the world starts to react. And I don't think the reason why is because America is so important. I think it just has to do with the social economic structure of our global economic system. So I don't know where exactly to start with this. This is gonna be kind of a big one, I think, because there's a lot of things to cover with it. On the one hand, I want to talk about um, something that you see in America. Obviously, is what is the word I'm trying to look for is opportunism. There's not really a belief system for what people want or what they think is right. It just has to do with opportunities. Let me put it to an example. Nobody really cares about Americans' energy source. Whether we go with natural gas. Oh crap! Breaking torches. No one really cares whether or not we go with natural gas. It's not really a big topic of conversation with normal people. You have your more political-minded people wanting to talk about natural gas all the time, whether they're for it or against it. But for the most part, normal people aren't even talking about it because they really don't care. They're just trying to get by on their daily life. And then someone comes around and says, "Oh, well, you have to care because this is going to change everything of your life." Well, yes and no. I don't think that it matters whether or not we go with something like natural gas or whether we go with something like alternative energy. If you were to ask me which one I support, I'm going to say, yeah, of course I support alternative energies over fossil fuels and natural gas, just because I already know that they're safer. But there's no way that we can do that. A lot of people are freaking. Let me put this into American perspective. A lot of people are freaking out that Obama is going. I guess people think he's going back on his word about supporting alternative energies by allowing natural gas to proceed. And I just think that, oh, what did I just do to myself? Here we go. I just need to do that. And it is what I've always said about the guy. Is what I've always said about the President of America, is that he is doing his thing as he best sees it. He wasn't. I didn't vote for him because he was a strong liberal lefty. I voted for him because he was a pragmatic moderate. He's always been a pragmatic moderate. He's always been a very central-minded person who tries to find the cooperation. But I like that. I don't mind a guy who's willing to bend on what he thinks is the absolute. Because one thing I've learned is that there are no absolutes. There's no absolute true answer to what we need to do. We don't have an energy crisis. We just have energy, and we need to figure out good ways to manage it. There's a lot of discussion right now about natural gas and is it safe. And to be honest, I'm not even sure how to feel about it. Mostly because I am a cynical agnostic who doesn't believe in anything he can't find absolute proof in. In that case, there's a lot of people claiming that natural gas is poisoning reservoirs or creating gas in the water. Hold on a second. Sorry. There's about poisoning gas in the water, and I don't know what to think about it. There's no concrete, undisputable proof that these things are happening or not happening. I'm not saying that they could not happen or they're not happening, but the proof is in what can actually be seen. People are saying that, well, this could actually happen anywhere, even in places that don't have that. And I could try that. I could put that to the test by going to. Sorry, I was just coming back up here to check out if anything was going on, and I could put that to the test by going to my own faucet and trying to set it on fire. However, I am not stupid enough to actually try that in fear that, well, for one thing, that the conservative right might be correct in saying that it happens to anyone. But I'd also be very concerned that this entire time we've had gas in our water and we're doing absolutely nothing about it. Let's say that the conservative right is correct and that gas in your water is a natural occurring thing. Shouldn't that be a bigger concern than the fact of whether or not natural gas is safe? If we have gas in our water, we are consuming it on a daily basis, and the water that's being used, let's put this into perspective. If you live in a country that does not have, what's the word for it, well water. If you live in a country that uses well water or doesn't have well water or whatever the case, then or more specific, if you don't use well water, you may wonder what I'm talking about right now. For those of us who use well water, we care a whole lot about what is in our water because we're getting it from wells. We're getting it from the earth itself. So we're very concerned about what's in the water. Now, for a long time, we've always believed well water is completely clean. However, because it's from the well, it can contain some minerals. Now, filters have been really big in the U.S. for a long time. Holy crap! Well, how much experience did I just get? And when did I get experience for mining coal? Jeez, this game has changed so much on me. Do I want to keep digging? Yeah, let's keep digging. I'm exploring the vastness of the earth. I've got no problem with that. Now, you're not going to find an argument from me in understanding why natural gas is good for our country. As far as our economy, you're not going to get an argument from me. I understand it. I get it. It would create quite a few jobs. I think the counter argument saying that natural gas is not going to create jobs or it's not going to help our economy. I don't think that's true because it's still going to be American people who are managing the pipes and the plants. And as much as you could say, well, it could lead to a lot of other problems. Well, yes, but a lot of things can lead to a lot of other problems, and you wouldn't really know what problems you're going to run yourself into until they happen, really. So let's say your lefty I'm not going to say lefty propaganda because it's not propaganda. There are people who truly believe it, and I respect that. But let's just say that your idea about all this shame and woe about natural gas is true. To say that people on the left who are fighting for alternative energies are not going to profit, as I think many people on the left try to think that they're taking the high road, and they're the moral better, are just kidding themselves. Everyone and anyone benefits from anything that America does, and that's where I wanted to go with this. Everyone and anyone in America benefits from whatever the decision of our government is. Whether we go with alternative energy, or whether we go with natural gas, whether we go with a more socialist government, or whether we go with a more conservative democracy, as conservatives want and believe we should be doing. No matter what the case is, what we have learned, I think we should have learned, I don't know if we actually learned this, but what is absolutely the case is that someone always benefits. Someone makes out like a bandit. We're gonna create billions and billions of dollars no matter what we do, and that's scary. It's really scary to think about how we as an American culture can't do anything without the focus being on creating wealth. It doesn't matter. Even the best intentioned people are working against their own means when they say that all they're doing is trying to help the planet. Well, someone's going to profit from helping the planet because somebody has to create the solar panels, and someone who creates the solar panels has patents on the solar panels, and the person with the patents on the solar panels is going to make a lot of money. And to say that there is no, let me put this clear. I'm not saying that there is no right answer. I think there is a right answer. I think the right answer comes when we understand that there are multiple answers, and I think we as America have forgotten that. Now let's move away from America, because I know not everyone is from America. I know a lot of you are from Canada or you're from Europe. I mean, Europe's not one big. The internet is not one big America, and you don't want to hear me talking about America till the cows come home. But the reason why I wanted to touch on that is because I think everybody, whether you're in Europe or not, understands or should understand that what happens in other countries greatly affects America, and vice versa. In other countries, when we hire, I mean, I was going to say we hire, when we elect but really the term should be higher. But when we get a new president, that new president determines the foreign policy. Congress, our Congress does not determine our foreign policy. They gripe about our foreign policy, but they don't determine it. When we had George Bush in office, people in other countries were outraged at us, and rightfully so. But it was because we had a president with a bad foreign policy. And now we have a president who's more likable, and he has a better foreign policy in that he's a better diplomat. But there are people in other countries that don't like him any better because they don't work towards their goal. And I'm not trying to put the point that, oh well, obviously only thing other countries care about is what our country can do for them. No, I'm not saying that. But there is a difference. There is a difference between how we treat Israel and how Israel sees us, and how we treat Iran and how Iran sees us. When we have a president that is favored by Israel, suddenly Israel's easier to work with us, and that's usually because when we have a president that Israel like, it's because the president that Israel likes is not going to push against Israel for anything, and they're not going to say, Israel, hey, maybe you should be a little more open to Palestine, to the Palestinians. And I'm not going to get into the Palestinian argument, because let's just put it this way: Palestine and Israel have been fighting for thousands of years. I am not foolish enough as an American to believe that that's going to change anytime soon. I think we will get to a point where we can all coexist, but I doubt there will ever be a point when people just stop fighting together. And that's really what the whole political argument comes down to, is that we can try. Did I just drop something? I'm not even sure. The whole political argument comes down to is we believe that in some way, shape, or form, that soon enough we're all just going to get along. We're all going to be best friends, and politics will stop fighting. And it's just not true. There will always be politics. There will always be religion. There will always be differing points of views, and there will always be people who will take things to the extreme. The idea is that we elect people who are more likely to compromise their own views rather than to worry about what is right or wrong. I'm not saying that this has to do with conservatives or liberals. This is everybody. Everyone does this at one point or another. They let their beliefs get the better of them and allow them to just make decisions for them. If you want a good example of that, just look towards how we treat our judicial system in America. For those of you who are not in America, I apologize again, but for those of you who are in America, you probably know exactly what I'm trying to say. Am I gonna get this? No, I'm not. I need an iron pickaxe for the red. Well, I'm not gonna get the redstone here because I'm actually gonna move away from this site. I'm gonna leave the torches. I got plenty of torches, but here's what I'm gonna do. Let's get out of here. Did I just? What the? Oh, I fell in a hole. I fell in a hole. Ah, that's funny. What we're gonna do is we're going to, first off, we're gonna make sure it's daytime, because fuck traveling at night. And I know it's probably night right now. Well, maybe, I don't know. No, it's still daytime. It's daytime again. Crap, I know there is probably a creeper up there. There always is. There's always creepers. But we're gonna take, let's see, we've got, oh yes, we got our sword. We're gonna break down this. take our iron, take our charcoal, break this and take it with us, break the bed, take it with us. We'll take the oak saplings, we'll take the seeds, we'll take the flowers, we'll leave the rotten flesh, we'll take the gunpowder, leave the dirt, and then we'll take the rest of our cobblestone. And now, in typical, like, survival of the fittest fashion, we're going to leave. Nas, leave the door. So the question is, and I haven't been here since the last time we played. Well, I mean, I haven't been here in a few days. The question is where should we go? So first thing we're going to do is get some height. And try to see what is around us. Where's the sun? Sun is that way. And where are you going, sun? You are going up. So that means it is morning. That means that is the east. That's the east. And it looks like there's some mountains in the distance. So we're going to go that way. I broke my bed. I'm not sure what that does to the spawn point. I know that when you sleep in the bed that you get your spawn point back, but I'm not sure what'll that mean for us if I break the bed. I think it destroys the spawn point or something. I don't need more sheep. Still, I'm not going to be around here for a while, so what really confuses me is why can't you get lamb chops from the sheep? I don't know. Whatever. It's free experience. I'm okay with free experience. What I'd like though is some cows. I really need some cows. Oh, lava? Oh, that's cool. When did we get lava here? Hell, if I had a bucket, there's some water? Actually. Since I'm here. Alright, let's go back to the topic at hand. Because I am, Take some water. There. Now, I have obsidian on the surface. And there's more lava there, so. Oh, wait. Damn it. Here. I don't need the gravel. Alright, let's move. We don't have a long time before it gets dark again. Oh, the topic at hand. I'm getting distracted as all hell. What we're talking about is figuring out the common. Okay, Jon Stewart from The Daily Show put it the best way. What we need is common sense solutions to non-common problems. I believe that's how he put it. Ooh, black sheep. Black sheep, do you have any wool? Like, we have our energy crisis, which is not really a crisis. We just have energy. We don't have a domestic problem, but we do have issues that could be easily solved. The important point to remember is this. We've gone by for ages on essentially the most horrendous of crimes. Like talking about some great movements we've made recently. We struck down Doma. And although that's great, and I fully support that, the fact is, all we've done is change the lettering of an already obvious situation. we haven't made any situation better. And those of you who are gay and who want to get married, um, you already know this issue because yes, if you're in a state that allows gay marriage, that's great. But if you're in a state like Illinois that although we allow civil unions, but we don't allow gay marriage, that doesn't change anything for us. We now have to pass gay marriage in order for um, in order for anything that the striking down of DOMA to count for us. But because Illinois is filled with lots of old-fashioned folks who don't believe in that sort of thing, this place looks kind of nice. Maybe I can settle here. Give me that red rose. But because we have old-timey folks that don't believe in that sort of thing and who get all wound up because of it, and believe me, I work with quite a few of those people, so they exist. The fact is that you can't stop people from being prejudiced. Let's take the Voting Rights Act for example, since we're talking about more politics. The Voting Rights Act being struck down is a sad deal. However, it's unfortunately a constitutional deal. The Section 4 of the Voting Rights Act, to be specific, the part that says that certain states have to seek special privilege to change any of their laws. It is unconstitutional, even though it served a good purpose. It's one of those things where we have to argue between the constitutionality of a law and its purpose. The Supreme Court's purpose is not to argue the purpose of a law, but to argue its constitutionality. They did exactly what they were supposed to do. It's not the best decision. It's not helping us in any way. And as the dissenters of the people, those Supreme Court justices that did not want to strike down DOMA, who made the argument that is a decades-old bill that has helped America, that's not true either. Just the case with DOMA, the argument isn't about whether or not a law is right or wrong. It's about whether or not it's constitutional or not. It's not about whether or not it's fair or that if it's going to... Ooh, cheetahs? Wildcats? Are they going to attack me? No, they're running. I think I remember seeing cats before, so this isn't too new for me. But man, look at this jungle. I gotta be worried here because there are... Ooh, is that a pumpkin? What is that? Oh. Oh, hey. Seeds. What can I drop? There we go. What kind of seeds are these? These are cocoa beans. Oh, cocoa beans. Okay. That's cool. I have no more sword, do I? This place is creepy, though. I mean, I'm expecting gorillas at any moment to pop out and chop my head off. What about this? What are those? Are those? Oh, excuse me. Are those all cocoa beans? Oh crap, we gotta find... Hi, we're back. Sorry, Minecraft decided to have some issues. So what I was trying to say before I was interrupted, I was going on a rant, and then all of a sudden I started having issues, so I stopped the video. I was talking about what to do if you are having problems in your society or your culture or your community or whatever. Then undoubtedly the reasons why is because of, well, I mean, not to put too crass a point on it, it's what you've allowed. Many people wonder, how we can... Ooh, apple. Many people wonder how we have allowed, like, I don't know, dictators to take power. It's because the people allowed it. They put their faith in something that could not hold it up. Now, I have not I have not put my faith in our President Obama to save us from any problem that we have. He's our president. He deals with his issues, and we have to deal with ours. Now, now I'm not trying to say that if you're living in Libya or Egypt and you're wondering why is there mayhem everywhere, it's not because oh well you were bad and you didn't do as a good person should and whatever. It's because you probably couldn't control the issues that are at hand. But if you're having a problem and you want to get it solved, here's what you need to do. You need to turn against the idea that any one thing is going to save you from anything. And the only thing you should really put your faith in is the idea that as communities, we can do much more than we could as individuals. If you understand that and you live like that, I think that we as a people can actually survive whatever problems come our way. Well, that's all for this video. I'm going to build myself a little fort here on this tree. Tree forts are very useful things because they protect you from inevitable consequences. So we'll just build that there. And we will see you next time in my little hut that I'm going to build. Until next time, uh, just keep thinking about everything, I guess. I don't know. I don't have a good sign off for Quintessential Brony yet. If you'd like to see another topic discussed, or if you'd like to see more videos like this, or if you don't want to see any more videos like this, I guess, then let me know. Leave a like or comment below, and tell me what you think. Until next time, good night.